So I was so inspired by just creating different vases out of the ones I already have. So this one I'm going to start with. I like it, but I think I'm going to go ahead and spray paint it all white. Then I'm going to create this really cool design with using rattan around it. Alright, so I went ahead and spray painted this vase a white. I just did a quick coat, so it's not like fully covered. You can still see where that design was. Not a big deal. I'm going to end up covering this with the rattan I was talking about. So I got this rattan from United Arts Education, and originally it's about 1/4 inch thick. Well, yeah, thick. And I went ahead and divided it in half. I just split it in half so that my pieces were skinnier. Some of the rattan, and I'm going to wrap it around like so. Like this, okay? We are gonna put this piece right here, just like that. I'm gonna bring it down to the bottom, right here, and I'm gonna cut it, just like that. Go. I'm trying to space them out as even as possible, and I'm doing like a pretty big spacing just because when I start to like weave these all together, I want to have room just together on the top. I have to carefully get it around the top and not on the rubber band. Now I'm taking the remaining end of the top part that I was started to wrap around all of these pieces, and I'm just weaving in between all the pieces. So far, it's fairly simple. In the last piece, I have to tuck it in somewhere. I'm gonna try to do that. We're gonna use these scissors to kind of shove it in there. Our pieces are pretty tight, so it's gonna lay around the vase like so. Then I'm gonna take some more of it, and we're gonna just start weaving like in random spots. So you can see here, this is the original thickness of this cane or rattan, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just cutting it in half, and then I'm just splitting the wood like this. There. Hopefully you guys can see it a little better. I don't know. So now I'm going to start weaving it, and I'm simply going to just place a little bit of hot glue on the end of it here. And then I'm taking that little piece of hot glue, and I'm going to be putting it right here on the underside. So as I went around, I just made sure when I used the hot glue that I pulled the pieces that were already secured at the top. I made sure I pulled those straight down so they weren't crooked or anything like that when I did glue them down, because they are obviously going to all be attached in the end. No one said this was gonna be easy. Can't really maneuver this thing around it. I think I'm gonna go around 3 times. Okay, I've met the end here. I'm gonna put a little bead of hot glue here. Excess piece off. Snipperoo! Okay. So, low-key, this is just not looking very pretty. So I need to make sure this piece is lined up straight down. Glue this on. I might redo this section. I don't know. I just don't like it. That's looking fairly decent so far. I mean, I just think this piece might need adjusted or something. It's moving on me. So glad the hot glue exists. What would I do without it, you guys? I probably should be using the hot setting then. So I won't be doing any weaving. It's just going to be gluing these little pieces down. What it's looking like so far. You guys impressed? Because I am. Then I end up redoing that first one that I did just because I wanted it to lay a little more flat against the vase. Okay, so we could stop here, you know, if we like it, but for some reason I accidentally got some red dye into my rattan. So I'm actually going to mix some watered down acrylic paint and stain the wood just a different shade of brown, because I kind of want to hide this red color that it looks pink almost. I don't really like it, so. But this is like the overall finished product. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, so I hope you guys are too. Give this a shot for your next project if you want to try it. It really wasn't too hard. The hot glue was a lifesaver. So I'm just going to quickly show you guys each vase that I end up doing. I didn't show like video footage of me doing it all because it's really self-explanatory for these ones. All I did was spray paint this liquor bottle white. This liquor bottle happened to be St. Bernard's, I believe, with the SB. I thought the SB looked so pretty, and it could be somebody's initials, which actually is my friend's initials. So anyways, I just took some like a beige colored paint and acrylic paint when this was all dried from the spray paint, and I rubbed it in like this with my finger, and then wiped away the excess to leave this like symbol kind of really poppin'. And then I just made some of these random like wooden and glass beads and strung them across like so. And I think it looks so pretty. And added some faux flowers from Dollar Tree. Same thing with this liquor bottle. This was whiskey. The brand was Henderson. It's like printed on there and backwards, which I thought was kind of cool. So I just spray painted this really pretty dark terracotta color. It was called Flat Red. It's so pretty, and I just added like a little faux succulent or ponytail plant. I'm not even sure what type of plant that is. Ponytail palm maybe from Dollar Tree. I don't know. They have all kinds of different succulents. So I just put that on the top, but I didn't do anything special to this besides spray paint it. Now this vase, I really wish I did record more of it, but all I did was spray paint it white. This used to be that ugly blue looking vase. I didn't really like the color or anything like that, and also had these weird seam lines that you could see in the glass. They are gone, to tell you the, well, you can still see like a little piece of it right here. See that line right there? Well, anyways, I spray painted the whole thing white, and because of the texture that was already on the vase, like this sandpaper type feel, I don't know, on the glass, it left some of the spray paint to give these weird little like bubble situations with the white, okay? I thought it actually looked really pretty. You can still see like some of the bubbles right there, kind of all over. I thought it looked really neat. So anyways, I didn't think that the flat white glossy look was really working for it. So I took some gray paint and I just used my finger and I smeared the gray paint into the little holes and then wiped it away with my thumb like that. And I kept doing it over and over so there wasn't any like fingerprints or smear marks. Here's like one that was kind of left over. Doesn't look so pretty, but kind of adds to that whole like the character, like the chipped away look. Makes it look more like an old used vase, and it just gives it a lot of texture in there with the gray and the white. So I thought it turned out really good for just using some paint to create texture. What do you guys think? And I added some faux flowers, again from Dollar Tree.